In a brisk, deadly battle, the Virginia Regiment lost 17 men. The commander, Captain John Fenton Mercer, Ensign Thomas Carter, and 15 soldiers. That encounter became commonly known as the Battle of the Great Cacapon, or Mercer's Massacre. It was the largest, most deadly conflict on the Virginia frontier during the French and Indian War. In the ensuing months, conflict in the immediate area diminished. The war moved on, north and east, across Maryland and Pennsylvania, eventually up through New York and Canada. General Forbes in 1758, cutting another road to the target, took a mostly destroyed Fort Duquesne. He renamed it Fort Pitt after the new British Secretary of State. It's now called Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The French and Indian War, which took place in North America, ended in 1760 when British General Wolfe defeated French General Montcalm on the Plains of Abraham outside the heights of Quebec, Canada. This ended the French claim on Canadian provinces east of the Mississippi, which all became territory of Great Britain. The related and overlapping 7 Years' War, fought in Europe, the Philippines, India, the Caribbean, and Atlantic, continued on until 1763. Joseph Edwards and his family remained on their land. He eventually added to his 400 acres by purchasing 5 more plots of from 240 to more than 400 acres each for his children who married. Some moved away, others' names were lost to marriage, but Joseph Edwards remained a community force as settlers returned to the Cacapon River Valley, some anew, some starting over. Later, other families and individuals owned this property, and it was continuously occupied and farmed up until the late 1980s. The original residents, outbuildings, and remnants of the stockade all faded away. The white 2-story house located near the site of the original fort was estimated to have been built in the 1810 to 1820 era. It's possible that it contains hand-hewn timbers from the original Edwards home. In 1995, a proposal to build a multi-structure townhouse development on the known site of the old fort from way back prompted the creation of the Fort Edwards Foundation to bring attention to its existence and importance of this historical site which begged preservation. Ultimately, Capon Bridge Town Council ruled that the town could not provide sufficient water and sewage service to sustain the development. The developer, stymied in his plans, put the land on the market. The foundation, with grant money and funds raised locally, purchased the critical 13 acres containing the site of the home and the fort of Joseph Edwards. The foundation was later able to purchase an adjoining 10 acres to the south, so that the Fort Edwards Foundation now owns 23 acres between Coldstream Road and the Cacapon River. In 2000, with additional grant funding, the Visitor Center was built, opening to the public in 2001. Programs and displays were created for operation of a visitor center. A schools program was consolidated to offer entire classes an opportunity to bask in their historical antecedents. The Visitor Center is open to visitors from mid-June to early October each year on weekends, with the Visitor Center manned by docents. An expansive bookstore, which also sells maps, recorded period music, and other items of the period, has become a major part of the operation. Many descendants of the Edwards family, now spread to the winds, are members of the foundation, often coming to visit on holidays, vacations, and family reunions. Others interested in the fascinating history and culture of this period are members and visit regularly. Ask the on-duty docent for information about membership. The foundation sponsors several fundraising events annually to help maintain this all-volunteer, not-for-profit historical foundation, whose reasons for existence is to preserve, protect, and interpret the site of Edwards's fort. See our pamphlet or go online to our website www.fortedwards.org, to find more information about these events and other activities at Fort Edwards.